Good morning. It has been a long time since I've posted a video, maybe 10 to 12 months. But I'm back. Hi, everybody. I'm Shelby, if you don't know, or Shark Popsicles on varying social media. Um, I enjoy stationery and postcrossing and a lot of other things, but that's kind of the purpose of this channel or video, to share my love of postcrossing and stationery. So yesterday I went to this meetup in Burnaby BC in Canada. I live in Washington State in the US, so not including border crossing time, Burnaby is it's under a 2-hour drive. Yesterday I carpooled with some other post-crossing friends that I've met at other meetups and via Instagram post-cross or postcard exchanges and things like that. So my friends and I drove up together. I met them in Burlington because I live over on Whidbey Island, and then parked my car there, and then my friend Soch drove. So we went to I think it's called the Tom something library. I think there are two Burnaby public libraries. I don't remember the full name, but it was Tom something. So that's where the meetup was held, and it was hosted by a couple of Canadian postcrossers who designed this lovely card as a sort of friendship design between Canada and the US. And so there was several other postcrossers there from the Puget Sound postcrossing community, including Becky S., who a lot of postcrossers know because she is the top postcard sent of all of postcrossing, at least for the US. And she's probably done that several times over, but she sent a lot of cards in her time. Anyways, I've met her several times at Puget Sound post-crossing meetups, but so she was there, and then the three of us that went up, and then I think another person, she sat next to me. So there was those of us who were able to go, and then quite a few people from the Vancouver-ish area post-crossing community were also there. So I know that I didn't get every single person's stamp or signature, but by the time we got to the end, I was a little bit, I don't know, not tired, but I was having a hard time being social, and so I did not want to go around and say, hey, I don't think you signed my card. So I got most stamps, but I will admit that I did not get everybody's signature. So this one is from, and now I'm blanking on her name. But the rest of them are kind of customized stamps. So this is my stamp that I use at meetups. Yep. And then let's see, I'm not sure whose signature that is. I actually can't fully read that. Bosch? I think that's Bocch, maybe? And then this is Becky S. She has quite a few different stamps, but she uses the really tiny one during meetups to make sure that there's not, so she's not using up too much space on the postcard. I use this little autograph book for the different meetups. That's her larger stamp. And then I think she has like a mid-size stamp too. well, she did the tiny one that made up too. And then we've got Page family. I think his name was Corey or Caleb or something like that. This is Mel. I've done at least one, but maybe several, just like postcard swaps on Instagram with her. She was one of the, I don't know if she was one of the hosts, maybe like a co-host, I don't know. Biblioteca. Rachel was so sweet. She said her stamp is just one that she was cleaning out her house or something, and found the stamp that she had when she was a kid that just had the name on it, and so that's what they use at the meetups. She Screams, Muddy Paws Post, that is Soch, who is driving. She does quite a few different postcard swap things on Instagram. Sharissa, she was also riding with us. She drove up from Vancouver, Washington, which is close to Portland, and then met up with Soch in closer to Seattle, and then Soch drove. Sea Change is another Seattle postcrosser. TM, that was somebody whose name was, I think, Terry, and I think that they're a brand new postcrosser, like just started postcrossing, only have sent like 5 or 6 cards. And then Greg S, he has a stamp too, but it's kind of larger, and so I think he was trying to be cautious of not using a stamp that's too big, and so he just signed it. But yeah, Greg S is Becky's spouse, and he just started postcrossing last year, despite being a kind of honorary postcrosser, coming to all the meetups with Becky for the longest time. So this is my little autograph stamp book that I've been bringing to meetups since the Edmonds meetup last year. When some people were sending around like a little notepad or paper that was like, hey, everybody sign or stamp my little autograph book. So I brought it so I just had this notebook with me. It was blank. It's like a regular field notes book that I had in my my little carry. Do I have it in here? I don't think so. It's like a little leather like traveler notebook sort of thing that is for my field notes ones. Anyway, I had a blank one with me, so I jumped on that and started participating in that. So I got all of these at that meetup last year. I went to the December 14th meetup in Seattle this year, but because it was the last day of our little honeymoon staycation day trip, well, a couple of day trip, I didn't have this book with me. And then last weekend, I was at the Skyway Library meetup, and a bunch of people signed this. So this person did theirs on the left side of the page, but then a couple of people turned the page instead. And so I have several pages accidentally used up for that meetup, but that's okay. So a lot of people signed it. So the Puget Sound area postcrossers kind of really caught on to using these books, these little autograph books, and several people passed them around. I think at the Skyway Library meetup, there were, I want to say, at least 5 notebooks or journals or whatever being passed around to do this little fun thing that we do. But then I think the Canadian postcrossers didn't fully understand it because I guess they just like I had all of my cards laid out on the table. That's how most of us were doing it. There was one like long set of tables where everybody had laid out their cards kind of lined up, and you would just go down the table and stamp every card. But the table got really full, so the 3 of us who were traveling together, and then a couple of other people had just laid out their cards on the other tables. And so most people went around, but I think that's how I missed some, is that I wasn't on that main table. Anyway, I had this set next to it with this sticky note that says, please stamp or sign my autograph / logbook. And then I had put it right here and just said, feel free to lift this post-it for more room. But ultimately, most people did not do it, because I guess this is not really something that they're used to doing at the like BC meetups. And so I only got a couple of autographs in my book, and that is okay. I am not sweating it. This I had just put in case somebody turned the page to kind of see what was up. But I did not, I left this so that people could kind of look through and see what it was. Anyway, so next time what I will do is I will again put the date and location of the meetup, and then people can sign this one. So that's the concept of this, in case you're unfamiliar. I think that the Puget Sound area group started it, but that's not to say that other groups didn't like simultaneously come up with the same concept. So if you're a post-crosser in another part of the world, and this is something that you think your group would like to do, bring a little notebook, or maybe a couple of blank notebooks to share with people who are also want to participate, or put it in the like memo section of your post-crossing meetup thing on the forum to just tell people to bring a little logbook, or join. And I think that the Puget Sound area post-crossers would really love if other groups caught on and started doing the same thing. But so there's that. I did only end up getting 6 cards for myself, because I had gone to the meetup last week at Skyway Library, and my postcards through Postcrossing have been moving kind of slow lately, so I didn't want to have like a huge backlog of different cards. I sent 3 of them out. I turned on travel mode within Postcrossing and connected to the Tim Hortons Wi-Fi, and I drew 2 addresses that have the CA ID, Postcrossing ID. So I sent those out from the meetup, and the host kindly had pre-sorted postage stamps, so I could buy postage for the cards that I was sending from Canada. I am gonna try and see if I can input a picture overlay here to show you the postage stamps that I used on my cards. So I sent 2 cards out from there for official Postcrossing, and then I sent 1 card home to me that I will get anywhere within a week to several weeks, because Canadian Postcrossing, right? Postage? Nope. What is the word I mean? Just like the mailing postal system right now is quite slow. But I did send a card to myself from the meetup, and I usually write like a little note to myself, like who I sat next to, or who I met that was new, or whatever. And I usually just like write a little note to myself when I send them to myself. So I have 3 more cards to send from this meetup. I'm not sure when I will do that. I don't know for sure that it'll be the next 3 cards, but I might just save these for a person that wants cards with eagles on them, or a person that wants meetup cards. But yeah, so the next thing that we did during that, there's a couple more things. So one of the hosts had put together this like meet someone who, and then it was a bunch of fun facts bingo. I think that most participants actually had sent her a fun fact about themselves beforehand, because these were very specific, like ziplined in Costa Rica and flew around the globe in 2024, had a pet chipmunk, won a cruise on a cruise, played rugby for 25 years. Some of them ended up being free spaces because those people didn't end up showing up. But I did not know about this in advance, so I didn't I didn't send in a fun fact about myself or anything, so I had a hard time filling this out with people. I definitely asked a lot of people who didn't have the favorite color one, where it says has the same fave color as you. I stamped anybody's who said they liked green, because green is my favorite color. And then as many Canadian post-crossers as I could. If they didn't already have this one stamped and they were born in Canada, I would stamp it because I was not born in Canada. And then we got a lot of different people who would stamp on the been married for over 40 years, and I just thought that was funny. Just like everybody just like stamping on that like me. So that was really fun. I got a little keychain out of that, but I didn't bring that in here either. The host was handing out these Happy Valentine's sort of little bundles. I haven't opened this yet, so let's open it together. It's got some goodies in here and little like traditional Valentine cards. If I had known that this was something that she was going to do, I think I probably would have also done it. I love filling out Valentines, but yeah. So we got a little eraser, like a little rainbow bear eraser. That's so cute. Oh, it says smell the eraser. Oh, it's kind of like a little fruity scent. And then it's the You're Just Right for Me. And these are individual little, maybe I'll just untie it. These are little individual pencils that stack up. So they look like that. You probably have seen these. These have been around forever. The little stackable pencil things. My daughter actually handed out this same like Valentine set last year or the year before. So it's fun to get one like that for myself. A little popping candy, some Smarties. Canadian Smarties are closer to what Americans would call this. It's like closer to what we have as M&Ms. It's not exactly the same, but it's just like a candy coated chocolate. And then a coffee crisp. So that's so cute and so fun to get all of the cute little Valentines. So after the meetup, we made a stop at a post box so that Charissa could mail her postcards from the post box there. She really likes to have like a special video on her Instagram about mailing the cards from every meetup. So we did that so she could continue her tradition of doing that. And then we went stationery shopping. I'm skipping ahead again accidentally because there was a free table at the meetup, which there often is. People can bring any stickers or stationery or postcards that are from their collection that they don't want to have anymore, and anybody can just grab whatever they want from that pile and just kind of exchange stationery. So I actually grabbed quite a few things this time. I don't usually grab very many, but I liked a lot of what they had. So I got these little washies. These are the little twin stars characters, which I really like. Then there was, I couldn't fully tell what was going on with this one, but it looked cute, so I grabbed it. Ooh, Chewy Chums. Okay, that's so cute. And then I grabbed this one, which is like a really beautiful floral kind of planets situation going on. Are these are new, or they the person who donated them trimmed them, because they have not been ripped at all. So they're like planets. They're very cute. So these are two of the postcards that I grabbed from that table. And they're just like, they have the traditional, like, I think these are the Japanese style of like writing addresses. And then I grabbed some more. I have this little Paper Sisters thing you guys have seen on this channel before that I use for traveling with postcards, and so I just used that to secure everything. But all of this was on the free table. I got this little iron-on patch thing that I think one of my kids would love. I picked up a ton of these little like glittery character stickers. Most of them are bunnies, I think. They're very cute. This one's like super ultra glittery, but it's got like a lot of art. Sort of themed designs. This one's sort of breakfasty themed or pastry, bakery sort of stuff. Cyberpunk. Yeah, so I will most of these pass on to my kids. And then I saw these, which are just, I couldn't pass up these. They're like, I think they're kind of clearish, but they're just so pretty. They've got like postmarked, they look like postmarked sort of designs. I think these are different sheets. Yeah, so those are really pretty. I couldn't pass this up. It's like a larger sticker, but it looks like a shoe that's made out of like receipts or like newsprint. It's likely an AI generated image, honestly, but I just thought it was very cute. And then this little bundle of like deco stickers that's like herbs and flowers, and I had seen something like this, not this exact thing, but something like this on the Yoseka Stationery website, and I almost bought it the other day, and I'm glad that I didn't, because now I have one of them. And then for postcards that I picked up off that table, in addition to these larger ones, this is the Beverly Cleary Children's Library, which is in the US. It's in Oregon. So I just thought that was so cute. I love libraries so much. There was a bunch of these little panda cards, and so I had picked out these two. That one just made me laugh so much. Giant panda. Yeah, they're just like a giant panda collection that it was. And then this one made me laugh because this is local to me. This is from Skagit Valley, the like tulip fields there, and so I just thought that that one was a fun one to grab. I have a lot of tulip cards, but I couldn't pass that one up. One of those like vintage style Halloween postcards. This is a Tintin postcard. Just some like pears. This one doesn't have a postcard backing on it, but that's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. This one was from IKEA, I think. Yeah. I just thought it was so funny that there's like an IKEA produced postcard. I've never seen that, but I don't go to IKEA very often. I really loved the art on this one. Just, it's so lovely. I love this style of it, like, I just love that. Then we have this one from, oh, this isn't the one I thought it was, but there's that one. A little puppy. A lot of people ask for dog postcards on Postcrossing, and I just don't buy them very often. I don't know why, I just don't. This one, that's kind of, I'll probably save this for like December. It's kind of Christmassy, like postage stamp looking stuff from Raspberry Paper. There was another sheet of stickers that I had grabbed. And then one more of these ones that's covered up with plastic. It's just so pretty. I don't know if that's a specific character or just some lovely art, but yeah. So after all of that, after the meetup and everything, we went to I had asked beforehand, I had asked Soch if she would be interested in stopping at a few stationery shops in Vancouver. The Vancouver pen shop is closed on Sundays, as is one of the other relatively popular ones. But Buchanan's, Carysdale, was open, and so across the street is one of the 1912 MX stationery locations. So we went to both of them. So we went to Buchanan's Carysdale, and oh, I guess you're seeing how much money I spent. It's not that big a deal. And then the one across the street, MX Stationery, 1912. So I bought quite a few things, and I kind of had planned to, so it was okay. So at Buchanan's, I picked up, this is kind of where the spending happened, was this. I have my old Hobonichi A6 Techo cover, and I didn't get a new planner yet this year because the end of December and first part of January was real chaos. Honestly, all of the rest of last year was chaos, so I ended up not ever buying a paper planner for this year, so I just didn't have one. So when I was there, I knew I had already in advance checked and seen that they carry the Hobonichi brand, and so I picked up this should fit in here, the original A6 size, and this has a spring start, so I don't think this actually even starts until April. Yeah, so I think that this actually doesn't start until April, but it should fit in my cover from, I think I bought this one 2 years ago. What is this? 2024, 2026, and 2025, because that's a feature year. The April start is in Japanese, so it is not, it's not like a US, it doesn't have English writing everywhere. It does have some, but not featured primarily. So we get the February through, I think, February through May of 26, sort of like list calendars, where you get just one line for every day. And then the monthly full calendars, I chose the Monday start edition, or you could get the Sunday start. They had both of them there. So we get the monthly calendars, and I guess they start in February. So I can use a monthly calendar for February. I just don't think that the daily pages start until April. So then these go through likely May of 2026 as well. Yeah. And then we get a blank page, and then so it starts in April, and we get all these individual daily pages. And in the English version of this, let me see if I still have my old one. In the English version, we got, it looked like this. So this one is from 2023. Yeah, so it's got a quote on the bottom of basically every page, and then the top it shows the day of the week and the just all of this extra information. And then this one has all of those details in Japanese. So I can't read it, but I'm sure I could use like a translation app on my phone if I was ever curious. I think that these are definitely different editions. This is like I don't remember what this one is called. Maybe it says on the inside. This is the Techo A6 original. And then this is, I don't think they changed the format on the inside too much. I think this is literally like a different version. I'll have to go back and look at my I'll have to go back and look at my purchase history from when I bought that, but yeah, so I'm very excited about this, and it should, even though it's not the same like version of the books, it should fit in here the same way. Let me see if I can remember the trick to this. There we go. So yeah, it fits in there just fine. And I can use my old cover and not have to pay for another cover. So that's joyful for me. In addition to that, at Buchanan's, I got a new pencil board for this. I had one that I had bought before, and it was just the kind of plain one. So I had decided that instead of getting a new cover, I would get just a new pencil board to go with it. This has a matching cover design, the Denali in the Midnight Sun design, but I, again, didn't want to pay for a new cover, and the old cover I have is in perfectly beautiful shape. So I purchased the pencil board so that I would still have that gorgeous design. And then my favorite part, I guess, is the letter stationery. Most shops that I've ever been to, like stationery stores in the US, do not carry fountain pens or letter stationery or anything of the sort. They just carry a few varieties of like planners, notebooks, and greeting cards. So many greeting cards. So I love that the Canadian locations that I went to had beautiful letter stationery and Hobonichi planners and so many fountain pens. There were so many fountain pens. I took a couple little videos and put them on Instagram. So if possible, I will have tried to edit it and overlay here, but there were so many pens, and I was just, I already went kind of really over budget, but if I'd had a significantly higher budget, I would have probably spent so much more money. So I picked up a couple of letter sets at Buchanan's, and this one is a Midori letter set that has this sticker sheet. It comes with the 3 envelopes, and then it's kind of covering up the design here. Let's see if I can carefully show you. So these are the letter sheets, and this is the letter envelopes that came with this design. So it's like some swans and these lily of the valley. I love that so much. So it's enough to write 3 letters with 3 of these small pages. I do often end up writing longer letters, so this might actually only get me 2 letters and then an extra envelope to just use other paper. I'm excited to use the Midori paper because I think it's been a long time since I've used anything from this brand, so very excited about that. And then I also got this one, which has like fountain and dip pen sort of. It's just like a letter writing themed letter set. And I just really love that. It's the same format of 9 sheets and 3 envelopes. And then that is the little, it's got a little pansy, viola, what are those called? I think that's what they're called. Sort of design on it. I love that cute little ink bottle. And then I bought this larger, also Midori set. It comes with 6 sheets and 3 envelopes, and I don't really have to remove the, ooh, what a fun reflection of me. That's such a beautiful foiling. And then that's what that full sheet looks like. So that's everything that oh no, that's not everything. I also saw that they had these cute little crab pen holders for holding your pen on your desktop, and I've seen these a few times on both Instagram and YouTube, and I just thought it was so cute. And I've wanted to get one for the longest time, but just never did. So it just holds your pen. Like that. So I picked up one of those. I'm very, very happy to have that little guy on my desk now. And then across the street was, I mean literally across the street, directly across the street. You could stand in the front of one door, one of the shop doors, and just basically stare directly into the other shop. They had a lot of the Hobonichi planners, stationery as well, loads of pens, fountain pens, just lots of stuff. I did not get any pens or letter sets there. They didn't have very many letter sets. They had a lot of greeting cards, but and a lot of like gift stuff. But they had so much Sanrio themed merch, and so I had a hard time really narrowing it down, but I chose to get a couple of Cinnamoroll stationery pieces for my youngest daughter who likes Cinnamoroll. And then I had bought this little Twin Stars. These are little sticker flake sets, by the way, so it comes with little tiny stickers. And so I had bought this one for myself, or if my middle kiddo wants it, they can have some. And they had a very tiny measly selection of, oh, I'm so sorry, the squealing from the recycling truck. I'm so sorry. I thought I had started the video after they'd gone by, but I guess this is a different one of the trucks. They had a measly selection of postcards, whereas Buchan's didn't seem to have any. They had a couple of Laughing Elephant postcard sets. Laughing Elephant is based out of Seattle, and it's very interesting art. But yeah, so no postcards really at either place. They had a very small selection of these Japanese postcards. They're very cute though. So I grabbed these two. So cute. And then I saw this note card and could not pass it up. So this is made in Canada. It's a lino cut print. Very pretty. So that's the only thing. I thought I had got one more Sanrio sort of themed thing, but I guess not. Yeah, it's not on my receipts. So yeah, so that is absolutely everything that I had purchased. Oh, I was like, where did the rest of it go? Yeah, so they had this little beginner's guide to Hobonichi Tacho. So it's like, pick your size. Oh, so this is what I bought. This is what I had before. And so they're not too different, but there's obviously just some slightly different features. And then it's like how to use it. Like, do you want to write about your life or use it for work or make it about your general hobbies? How to choose a cover and accessories. Things like that. It's a really cute, like little catalog sort of how to. I used the Weeks, is it near me or is it still, I don't think that my Weeks is in here. Maybe it is. I used the Weeks variation last year in 2024. I did consider getting that one again, but I ultimately just decided to kind of try this and go back to this version. But yeah, so lots of stationery, purchased while I was there. I had a really great time. Let's see what's in this. Ooh. It's like the mystery of Techo mask. That's so funny. That's so funny. It's like a little poster comic. It says Techo mask can be seen flying around the world. What kind of world awaits you? Oh, that was number 2. Where's the first one? Oh, okay, first one. It's late at night. You find yourself troubled. Potential, you whisper aloud. Who else but Techo mask appears before you? Techo mask can be seen flying around the world. What kind of world awaits you? Don't be afraid to explore the ancient caverns of yore. What techniques are hidden within the Book of Secrets? Wow, a secret tool makes an appearance. 2 treasure boxes lie before you. Which will you open? And then there's treasure hidden inside you. Superhuman strength waiting to be awakened. This is your potential. Watch it shine through bit by bit in the pages of your life book. It's more than you can even imagine. This charm, this spell, it's your potential. That's so cute. I love that. Anyway, all of that to say, I had a lovely little time, day trip in Canada yesterday. The border crossing on the way back took absolutely 100 years. We were there for, I think, 100 minutes. I wish I was exaggerating. It was genuinely that long. And when we got through, we asked the Soch asked the border patrol guy, like, hey, just out of curiosity, we were just at like a little friend meetup thing, which didn't have like a lot of people there. What is causing so much like backup here at the border crossing? Was there like a special event or something? And the guy goes, well, there was some people came through because they were at a concert. Some people said that they were at a convention. Mostly it's just that everybody comes back from their visiting on Sundays. And so basically everything happens on Sunday. It's the worst time to come back through in like Sunday afternoon or evening. So note to self, do not travel back through the US, Canada border crossing back into the US on Sunday anytime afternoon, because that's apparently when everybody is traveling through. But thanks for going on this little journey of remembering yesterday with me. I hope you are all having a lovely Valentine's, Pal-entines week, and yeah, I will come back again with more post-crossing or stationery related news whenever I feel up to it. I don't want to make promises, but I'm hopefully kind of pushing into a new stage of life right now, because I'm getting medical treatment for some chronic illnesses that I have, and I'm feeling better all the time. So I have a lot more energy, I think, to participate in social media and participate in my hobbies and things like that. So who knows, maybe I will see you again in a week. Yeah, so have a lovely day. Thanks for joining me.